even if it takes all my time. Okay, I'm gonna play another game, guys. And again, okay. So let's see who we got, and then I'm gonna minimize chat. So wish me luck again. I'm gonna need it. So here we go. If I win this game, it'll be a new personal best. First one in 10 months, and I will sign up for 2 tournaments, book my Airbnbs. Here we go. Who's my opponent? 1755. That works. That works for me. Okay. Or I could lose and cry. So here we go. If I win, I'm only going to get a few points, like 4 points or 5 points. And that's perfect. I'll just... Oh, God. So we've got the Smith-Moore Gambit, which I'm okay with. I'll take twice if he wants. God. But since I'm already nervous now because I've already forgotten what I play here, even though I'm very confident in this opening. And for some reason, I've got... I'm a deer in the headlights here. He pre-moved that. I think he pre-moved knight f3. Maybe it was possible to pre-move it. Okay, so normally I play e6 or d6 here. I will go with e6. A lot of these moves transpose into each other, so it doesn't quite matter so much. But I'm trying to slow down here because for some reason my brain has frozen. Like I've played against the Smith-Morris many times, and I normally burst out my moves in rapid succession, but for some reason I can't describe it. It's just like when you freeze on a test or something and your mind goes blank. That's kind of what's happened to me right now. I've forgotten everything. I think, okay. Bishop d3. It's kind of a weird move, I think. Often white will put a bishop here or maybe bishop e3, but okay, that's a slower move. Often the computer would like to go to knight e7 to b6. I've always found, I've never really liked that idea myself. d6 is very often played as well, but I'm wondering if it's a little premature. You got to be careful about d6 because d6 in and of itself is a weak square because no pawn is protecting it. But it does allow some things. But it's funny how my mind is just so blank right now. It's not funny, actually. It's scary. So do we want to play knight f6? I mean, that's a scary move. He can just play here. So I think maybe I will play d6. Let's just play it straight. Prevent e5. And just play it as we remember it. I'm obviously playing extremely scared because, for one thing, my mind just went blank as soon as the game started. Secondly, like, bishop e3. Seems like he's not 100% sure what he wants to do. So I'm looking at maybe knight f6. I mean, I could play the computer's move. Computer often likes this. I kind of hate it myself. I think I might just play knight f6 and prepare to castle. So if e5, I can just take it, I feel. Maybe I shouldn't overanalyze this. Knight f6, he has this bishop move. I think I can just defend and so on. So let's just play knight f6. I'm probably overanalyzing and driving Mr. Sabon crazy that he has to buy a plane ticket and fly away from Sweden to fly over to Canada, smack my head, and then take another plane ticket to go home. No, but it's actually, it's funny and scary how my mind is completely blank. Like, I'm looking at the board, I see pieces on the board, but there's no cogwheels going in my head. Nothing's happening. It's scary. It's because there's so much on the line. I keep coming close to a new record, and then okay, so Rook C1 is kind of interesting. I haven't really seen that in the Smith-Morra as white. I don't really see what's going on here. I think I'm just going to continue to try to castle with Bishop E7. It's possible I'm missing something, but I think I will play this. I don't know. I feel safe. I mean, I feel pretty safe. So I'm not really sure what white is doing here. In the Smith-Morra, you want to be like uber aggressive as white, because you've gambited a pawn. So the reason you gambit a pawn is for the extra development, and you just want to go and really force black to buckle down. But white's done that, like, hasn't really done that 100%, because I feel kind of safe here. And I feel like I've got a fair bit of freedom. And every move that passes, if he doesn't really try to strangle me, I will gain equality eventually, and then I'll just be a pawn up. I'm very low on my tea. I have about 1 tablespoon of tea left. I gotta make it last. I got like 3/4 of a tablespoon of tea. Okay. So Bishop B1. So very interesting. A genius move or a terrible move? So I mean, he opens up the queen. So what? So I really don't understand that, but it seems I'm pretty happy to see it. I really don't understand it. So he's got the queen open. Big whoop. Maybe he wants to play here, but I just take it because I'm going to castle. So if I castle E5, I don't see the problem. There could certainly be a problem here that I'm not seeing. Very, very possible. Maybe he's got a move like this or something, but I just don't see it. I just don't see the problem. I'm just going to castle here, just doing another quick check around to make sure that I'm not. Yeah, I don't understand that. It's a genius move or it's a bad move, I feel. Okay, so he castles, so very interesting play. I've burned a lot of time, most of it needlessly. I don't want to play e5 because that makes d5 too weak, and my bishop is really bad there. Considering maybe a6 and then followed by a future b5, although this knight is hanging, so I got to be careful about that. The rook here does have some effect here because my queen doesn't have any good squares. I can't play queen c7. Possibly b6, but again, my knight is hanging, which is really scary. But like a move like b6 would be great because his light squared bishop is in a different time zone, and all he has is dark squared bishop. I'm taking away squares from dark squared bishop, and if I can get a bishop on b7, that'd be pretty good. But yeah, so I don't like this rook here. That's a scary thing. But maybe I take this risk, even though I don't like to. I don't like my queen, that's for sure. Okay, so b6 and Then again, this bishop is really bothering me as well. It wants to come out and play. I could move it to c5. That would block the c file. That's kind of a risky move, though, you know. That's risky. Yeah, just b6 and not get overly fancy. He also gets his knight into some areas I don't want him to come. But yeah, b6, and I hate my queen here. But maybe then I power through here. Yeah, I guess I'll play b6. Okay, I'm not so confident here. Even though these pieces aren't great, I'm actually most concerned about my queen right now. My queen and my knight. My knight is hanging, so my knight is actually the most dangerous piece for me right now. But my queen has nowhere safe to go. I mean, it could go to e8. Maybe I could have... No, I mean, I can't even go on these squares. The knight's covering it. Really, I've never seen white play the way that my opponent has here, though, in the Smith-Morra Gambit before. It was a weird way. Looks like white's fine, though. But I don't know if it's worth a pawn fine. So obviously my goal here is to just hunker down, eventually trade pieces, and I just want to... yeah, eventually trade pieces and, you know, I'm up a pawn. But my knight is weak and my queen is questionable. So follow-up moves for me, bishop b7, and maybe a rook c8. Maybe I should start considering like a d5, you know. We always have knight d7. So d5, so he goes queen c2. Interesting. I gotta be careful about some issues here. That's interesting. Maybe e5, now we locked it down. I mean, I do give a weak square here, but maybe we're okay with that. Okay, so what about knight b4? That seems to have no, that does nothing at all. Okay, so this is a very important move. Yeah, because I mean, this is its plan. So I could go here and lock that down, but he might just simply move his knight somewhere, and then eventually he's going to play f4, and that's not looking good for me. So maybe an e5 gives him the d5 square, though. He can even just come in here, and then he's going to play f4. This is pretty good for white, actually. They're looking good for white. Because, I mean, this is a key square right here that we need to worry about. The other thing is I could kick out the queen, right? As we had discussed. And then, I don't know, a5 does nothing because he's just going to kick it out. This is an emergency move, though. Well, no, actually, no, it's not. It doesn't even... I would have to play it now or never. Okay, my time is really dying here. So what, e5? So I guess I'm going to play either knight e5 or e5. So what was... Did I have an issue here? Oh, my queen has no good squares. Or else I play e5 and give him I guess he can't come here, but I guess he could come here. That's kind of annoying, actually. I mean, yeah, that square is extremely annoying. Taking, he's opening everything up again. I think I am going to go knight here. But I'm not comfortable here. I'm not comfortable. White might be better here. Up on the clock, and black's position is really, really questionable here. Looking at my opponent. Weird. This is kind of funny. He doesn't have that many games played, but he's 1942 bullet, like 25,000 games played. So this is a rare case where someone has a high bullet rating but low long time control rating. So he's probably underrated in these longer time controls because he's 1942 bullet. So that's a little unfortunate for me. I think this guy is underrated. He only has like 20 or 30 games played on the longer time controls. He's probably like 2,000 or higher if he's like 1950 bullet. 1950 bullet is really high. Okay, knight g5. He wants to push the f pawn. That's a weird move. Most of his moves are really weird. Really weird moves. What's he want to do? I don't understand the point of that. So I don't really want to play h6 because it's kind of weakening. Maybe he wants to play f4 anyways. Interesting. Okay, he doesn't. So I wonder if I can play knight c5 or knight c4 and then e5. Oh, he might just let me take that. He probably wants me to take that. Well, maybe he just pushes here again. Yeah, well, I have this knight still, but then he's threatening it, right? My knight's under attack. This guy is tricky. He's sneaky. Sneaky son of a bitch. Maybe I have to go knight g6. And then f4 is coming. This guy is a sneaky man. Yeah. If I come here and try to be sneaky myself, he's just going to push e5. I guess I could take the bishop then. Things get messy. Takes here. Then I take the pawn. Oh, that's sharp. Okay, let's look at this again. That's getting a little bit too sharp for my liking. Oh, that's it's probably still dangerous. It might work, but I think it's too dangerous. I should probably deal with this. Oh God, I don't like this. 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 Kind of losing my mind here. You know, because I was considering playing g6 instead of h6. That would have been really safe for me. But I got a little bit greedy. Okay, let's look at this again. So e5, I take. Then he takes and I cry. And then I guess I take with the pawn. Oh, but then he's going to sack the exchange. Oh, God. Now, white has got my number. Yeah. So what happened here, I think this guy's underrated. Because he's 1950 bullet. Should be much higher than 1750 classical. My time is running. Maybe I'll come in here. He's just going to sit back, though, and laugh at me. And this knight isn't going anywhere. Really. Hey, I could go here. Okay, this is the desperation move. This is the right move for him. If he doesn't go here, this is I've got here. Okay. But he's going to play here, but my time is low, so I had to try something. So now what do I do after rook fd1? Maybe I can still go there. Nah, well, that would be sacking 2 pieces for a rook. I don't want to do that. But I had to do something to buy time. So what's my next move? Maybe rook c8. And then what, f4 is coming. Something. Ooh, interesting again. This guy makes the most interesting moves. Okay, let's go here first. Because I don't want this threat. So let's take care of this first and then decide what to do. So he's got to move the queen. Should be in, he's probably just deciding where. And can't I just take, so if I take here. Okay, so if I take, I've got 2 pieces under attack. But then I've got this, right? No, I don't. So I could just take the bishop and continue and get rid of some of these threats. How greedy do I want to be? Do I want to be greedy? No, because take. That's no. Wait, let me think. Take. I'm gonna lose. Yeah, that's. I might break even material wise, so maybe I should just take this stupid bishop. That bishop that was actually a pain in the ass for me now. And then I go here. Yeah, that's. Oh wait, this is still going to be hanging 2 pieces because he comes here. Oh my God, this guy is tricky stuff. No, yeah, this guy's got me. He played really well. Like, this is really, really well played. And so, as usual, I choke right when I'm going to set a new personal best. And this guy's low rated, so I'm going to have to win 2 games to make up for it. want his bishop, his queen off the board. It's too annoying. These pieces aren't playing the game. Actually, these 3 pieces aren't playing the game, so you could even say this one isn't, but it's mainly these 3 pieces that aren't in the game. So I would like to trade off my poor pieces for his good ones. Okay, which rook? Let's do this one. Well, yeah, let's do this one. With the logic being, we can get both files. The only thing I don't like taking about this rook, okay, no talking. Interesting move, kind of. Maybe I can do this type of thing. If he comes in here, well, so if he moves, yeah, what, is he going to hide? What about here? And then we're threatening, sorry, never mind. Okay, let's just make a move, get some increment. Think on his time. So I'm assuming he's going to go here. Then what's my follow-up? He gave me a square, but I can't take it. His knight is kind of poorly placed. If I went here, he'd be completely dominated, but then I'm offering another trade, and I don't want that isolated pawn. I could go back here to attack, but I think I'll keep that there. Maybe it's time to move another rook. Maybe, ooh, there. So if bishop b1, knight d2. Knight d2, it's looking kind of good. Might play that. Where else could he go? First of all, do I want to play knight d2? Is that my decision? I think so. I'm low on the clock. It's a move. He'll probably just push here, but it's a move. It makes his knight weak. I could pin him or something. Pin him like that. So that's going to be that. That takes care of that. What if he doesn't go here? What if he goes here? I could still consider here. Or I could take... gets his knight back in his game. Okay, ooh, interesting. He drops a piece. I'm going to take it. So a blunder, unless that was planned, because he moved immediately. So that makes me think bishop c5, get the bishop into the game, or I could take a pawn here and be greedy. Decisions. I could also actually let him take and then surprise him with this and really make him cry. Wonder if he's going to fall for that. That's kind of a hope chess move, though. First of all, if I let him take and then check, is that really a free piece? I think it is. So let's just pretend that we forgot about that and play some hope chess, even though I should not be doing that. And let's go here instead. Yeah, we'll go here and see if he falls for the bait. He did. Weird. Unless I missed something here and it's not a free rook. I'm going to open up chat now. He just made a bunch of like huge blunders. Really weird. I don't know if he was maybe... he was playing really strong there in the middle game. So we've got a check here. Or I could take this pawn. I think I want to take this. But let me look. I'm going to minimize chat, actually. This is too distracting. So, oh, he just resigned. So, guys, 4 points, exactly what I needed. Well, actually, I needed 3 points, right? Yeah, I needed 3 points. I got 4 points. New personal best. First one in 10 months on Classical, I think. Let me double check. previous best was made on, well, I can't even see now because it's changed, but I can look this way. It was 1959, November 11th. So, 10 months ago. So new personal best in 10 months. That was too much work. That was too stressful. But new personal best, first one in 10 months on classical, 1961. Not super high, but I'll take it. That was too much work. That game was stressful. Thank you guys. And I am going to sign up for that tournament, for 2 tournaments now. I'm going to register. I'm going to get my Airbnbs booked and everything before get my hotel booked and my Airbnb booked and sign up for 2 tournaments